bacon is supposed to be two things: pork and salt. That's it. That's the whole product. So explain why most bacon brands in America have between 8 and 15 ingredients. Explain why your bacon shrinks to half its size in the pan. Explain why the strips you pull out of the package look nothing like what ends up on your plate. The answer is simple, and the industry is counting on you never looking for it. Before we go brand by brand, you need to understand one thing. Mass-produced bacon is routinely injected with water, salt, and chemical additives, including sodium nitrate and sodium phosphate, used as both preservatives and fillers. When that water evaporates in the pan, your bacon disappears with it. Real bacon has one job: pork belly, cured with salt, smoked with wood. Nothing else needs to be in there. Every extra ingredient on that label is either a filler, a preservative, or a cost-cutting measure. Keep that in mind as we go through these brands, because the label tells you everything, if you know what you're looking at. Number 1. Jamestown brand. Jamestown brand bacon comes in packaging with only a tiny window. They don't want you seeing what's inside, and for good reason. The slices are thin, uneven, and nearly impossible to separate. Water, sugar, and salt are among the first ingredients listed, which tells you exactly what you're mostly paying for. Skip it. Number 2. Oscar Mayer Original. Oscar Mayer dominates the bacon market. The classic version is consistently described as fine, basic, bland. It contains sodium nitrite, an additive consistently flagged by dietitians as linked to higher risks of colorectal cancer. Their packaging says naturally hardwood smoked. Their ingredient list tells a different story. Number 3. Walmart Great Value. At 4 farts for 12 ounces, it cooks crispy. But water is one of the first ingredients listed. It's also packed with sodium erythorbate and sodium nitrite. Cheap for a reason. You're paying for water and chemicals, not pork. Number 4. Hormel Black Label Original. Hormel sells about a dozen bacon varieties. The original Black Label is what most people grab. In a blind taste test, it ranked dead last, described by testers as having an artificial flavor, despite being marketed as naturally hardwood smoked. The strips are very thin and shrink considerably when cooked. That shrinkage is the water cooking off. Number 5. Smithfield. Smithfield processes more pigs than any other company on the planet, which makes their bacon's mediocrity genuinely depressing. The strips are thin, they shrink dramatically, and the result is something closer to a bacon crisp than an actual strip. The world's biggest pork company, producing some of its most watered-down bacon. Number 6. Country Crock. This one isn't even bacon. It isn't even trying to be bacon. Country Crock is a vegetable oil spread, marketed in packaging that resembles real pork products. It still contains 10 ingredients. One shopper described it as just flavorless fat. It has no business being near your breakfast plate. Number 7. Applegate Uncured Sunday Bacon. This one will surprise you, because Applegate markets itself as the clean option, the healthy choice. But blind taste testers said it tasted like soap with a chemical flavor and nothing like bacon. It burns easily, falls apart when handled, and comes in small 8-ounce packages at $7. The ingredient list is cleaner. The bacon is not better. Number 8. Oscar Mayer Naturally Hardwood Smoked. Don't let the word naturally throw you off. This variety contains sodium nitrite, an additive linked to higher risks of colorectal, breast, and prostate cancer. The packaging gives zero information about where the animals were sourced, what they were fed, or how they were treated. Naturally is doing a lot of heavy lifting on that label. Number 9. Imperial brand. Imperial isn't bacon, it's a vegetable oil spread. The ingredients include distilled monoglycerides, soy lecithin, potassium sorbate, and calcium disodium EDTA. It sits in the breakfast aisle. It is none of those things. Read the label before you buy anything with Imperial on the front. Number 10. Any store brand with water in the first 3 ingredients. This applies to every generic store brand: Kroger, Safeway, Food Lion, and similar. If water appears in the first 3 ingredients on a bacon label, you are buying flavored water with some pork in it. The water evaporates. The bacon disappears. You paid for the privilege of watching it shrink. Check the label before anything else. Now here's what actual bacon looks like. 4 brands. Real pork. Nothing hidden. Number 1. Trader Joe's Uncured Dry. Rubbed sliced bacon. Trader Joe's Uncured Dry Rubbed Bacon is made from pork raised without antibiotics. No added preservatives, nitrates, nitrites, or artificial ingredients. Just pork, sea salt, sugar, celery powder, and spices. It was the most flavorful in blind testing, crisped up perfectly, and came in at around $6 for 12 ounces. This is what bacon is supposed to taste like. Number 2. Welsher Farms Dry Rubbed Uncured Pork Bacon. Welsher Farms is made from applewood smoked center-cut pork with no added water, nitrates, or nitrites. No fillers, no injected water. What you see in the package is what ends up on your plate. It costs more. It doesn't disappear in the pan. That's the difference. Number 3. Applegate Naturals. The Applegate Naturals line, separate from the Sunday bacon, is 100% natural, gluten-free, made from humanely raised pork with minimal ingredients. Dietitians consistently recommend it. The key is checking which Applegate product you're buying. The lines are not the same. Number 4. Appleton Farms from Aldi. Appleton Farms is Aldi's private label, and it won a blind taste test against every major name brand on the market. Testers described it as the clear winner for flavor, texture, and value. It's cheaper than most premium brands. It outperformed all of them. Sometimes the least marketed product is the most honest one. Real bacon has 2 ingredients: pork and salt. Everything else on that label is something the manufacturer added for their benefit, not yours. Water makes it heavier on the scale. Sodium nitrite makes it look pinker. Phosphates bind the water so it doesn't leak out in the package. By the time it hits your pan, you're cooking off everything they added. What's left is a fraction of what you paid for. Check the label every time.